Welcome everybody. We are ready for Talking Turkey with Martin Yan, brought to you by the Chinese American Museum, DC, Yan Ken Cook, and Yao Family Wines. I'm David Uwe, Executive Director of the Chinese American Museum. We are the new and only museum in development in Washington, DC, focused on Chinese American history, culture, and topics. Today, we are joined by the world-famous chef Martin Yan and the talented wine expertise of Anna Egan of Yao Family Wines. So, even though we're only on Zoom, I think I can almost smell the aroma of the roasted turkey. So we're eager to get started. So Chef Yan, everybody.
Well, first of all, I'm Martin Yan of Yan Ken Cook. My slogan is always, if Yan can cook, so can you. Now, I'm so excited to partner with the Chinese American Museum, the brand new one in Washington, D.C. I know that next time when you go and visit Washington, D.C., that's your must stop, the Chinese American Museum, to learn a little more about the Chinese tradition, heritage, history, and all the contribution all of these wonderful, our forefathers have contributed to the American history and economy. Today, I'm going to do something very, very simple that dear to your heart. Holiday is coming. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year, everybody have turkey. So that's why we call Talk Turkey with Chef Martin Yan. But this one is a little bit different because it reminds me, talk about history of the Chinese American. In the early days, in the 1800, when the first batch of Chinese American came over here to this land to work in the gold mine, to work on the railroad, and many of them suffer a lot, and they eat very, very simply, sparingly, and yet there are few ingredients they would always bring along or send along from China or bring along. Then these are the ingredients that I want to put it in. That's why I call roast turkey with Chinese stuffing, okay? So these are the show and tell. I have a turkey because we only have 1 hour for the virtual. So I actually use all this ingredient and get a big 12-pound, remember 8-9-pound turkey and baking it and roasting it right there. And with this ingredient, this is what makes it Chinese. Now, these are very traditional Chinese ingredients. Dry shrimp. In the old days, there's no refrigeration in China. So there's a lot of dry, pickle, salted items. This is ginkgo nut. Now, ginkgo nut is very, very popular. And it's also, the Chinese call ba guo ong gan hang, okay? And then salted duck egg yolk. And then goji berry. And the peanut with the shell, with the skin, shiitake mushroom, lemongrass, Chinese sausage. And then, look at this. This is glutinous rice, or it's called short grain rice, sticky rice, or glutinous rice. And I added something extra. This is fermented garlic. You can buy them in Chinese, Japanese, or Korean store. This is very healthy. It tastes like prune, very sweet. It doesn't have the strong garlic flavor. So we will also use all of these other stuffing that we have in this wonderful thing. Let me show you what we have done, okay? I have done a couple of things. I have stuffed these with all this ingredient. I soak the glutinous rice and I mix all the ingredient and then I stuff it inside the cavity. Let's see how it comes out. Looking good, look at that. Whoa, let me check it out. This looking good. Let us look it up. Also on the side, we also do really wonderful, delicious, sweet potato. Sweet potato, look at that, sweet potato. So we'll take this out, very, very hot. This is very heavy. And then I pull this out. Also, look at this, beautiful, I put all this very, very hot. Okay, and then we shut it off. Okay, we shut this off. And now, look at this. I'm not kidding. I want to show you, Look at this. Isn't it beautiful, huh? Look at this. This, you got egg yolk, lemongrass, Chinese sausage, and glutinous rice all inside. And then I'm going to transfer this and put it in this big, big, wonderful platter right here. Look at that. I will put this chicken, I will get a little tongue, and then I can, look at this. This is, look at that. I'll show you how beautiful it's done. What I did is I marinate the skin and the inside with soy sauce, tiny bit of hoisin sauce and sesame seed oil and wine and salt and pepper. So that's why it's beautifully golden brown. Look at that, beautiful golden brown. So when this is done, we will take this out. Let me get a towel, paper towel, and then we'll take it out, lift it up. Now, of course, when you get a chance, you will, look at this. This is very, very hot. I'm gonna put this, it's from my garden, okay, tea plant, tea leaves, okay? And then I will, very, very hot. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. And we'll take this out. And then, let me show you. I have prepared 2 turkeys because we're gonna have celebrate this with the whole crew, the production crew. So inside there, inside, it looks like this. Look at that. This is what you have. Ah, this is so hot. And then this is what is inside. This is all the ingredient from here. Look at all these. All of this ingredient. You have the dry shrimp, fermented garlic, Chinese sausage, lemongrass, mushroom, peanut, and goji berry, and salted duck egg yolk, and ginkgo nuts. Everything is right here, okay? Now, of course, everybody can see this is, I'm gonna put this over here. So this way, I can put this over here and serve along with this. Look at how beautiful. Ah, this is the family gathering for everybody to enjoy for holidays. And of course, you gotta serve with the sweet potato. The sweet potato, and with a special, wonderful dressing. Look how beautiful. Normally, most people do it very, very too sweet. Thank you, Lorraine. Lorraine is our culinary director. And then I want to show you how amazing this we squeeze out, and then we'll put a tiny bit of wasabi. This is wasabi cream, okay? Wasabi, okay? Wasabi. Ah, this is it. Wasabi. We put the wasabi cream right here. We got herbs and stuff. Mint. Ah, chop it up. And this is so beautiful. Look at that. And then we will put it all together. And then, now this is slightly sweet and it's wonderful with a little kick of wasabi, okay? And then we go, look at that. Ah, look at that. This is what makes it unique. And then we garnish a little bit with pomegranate. This will give the beautiful festive feel to it. Now, this is a particular dish that we have prepared for the first course, roast turkey with Chinese stuffing. And this is something everybody can do it at home. Now, you know what? I have no idea what type of wine that we should go along with this to pair with this wonderful roasted turkey, golden brown, crispy skin roasted turkey. So I better ask advice from my good friend. Anna, you're the expert. Can you share with us to select a wine that go well with this first course?
Oh, sorry, was I muted? Hi.
I am waiting for you. I'm
ready.
dying to have a glass of wine. because I have wine here. So I got to figure out. We have some white wine. We have Chenin Brown, and we have Cabernet. And I need some advice from you.
Oh, well, so number one, as you're preparing, I always recommend having a little bit of a sipper wine as you're cooking, because it's a nice way to get into the festive mood. And as your guests are arriving and you're still in the kitchen, it's nice to have a little cheers or two. So as you're cooking, as you're greeting your guests, always have a little bit of Sauvignon Blanc. It's a lovely sipper wine to just cleanse the palate and freshen your mouth so you're ready for all the wonderful flavors to come about. Now, as you are preparing this beautiful turkey, that is gorgeous.
That's for you.
Oh, is it? I'll be right there because it looks wonderful. So the traditional turkey that we're used to is the regular turkey with the cranberry sauce and the stuffing. So ordinarily with those flavors, I think a nice whiter wine, a sparkling wine, or even a rosé would go very well with that. But yours is no ordinary turkey. You have a lot going on there. It's beautiful, all the colors, all the flavors, many textures. So it's going to need something a little bit more than what the standard white wine will give you, which is beautiful, but a little bit on the lighter side. So with what you have in here, you've got the sausage, you've got the garlic, and the other spices, the lemongrass, I believe. That kind of brings out a little more of an herbaceous flavor. So I would recommend definitely one of our reds. And out of our reds, I think the 2017 Cabernet Sauvignon would pair very, very well because it has more of an herbaceous flavor to it. You have notes of lavender, and from the 17 vintage, we had the rain that warmed up, that got cold again, we had the fire. So the vintage that came out of 17 is a little more on the earthy side, and that would balance out wonderful flavors that you have in your turkey. On the other side of it, I think another match is also the 16 Family Reserve, because you have the sausage, all of those rich flavors in there. That needs to hold up to something that has that elegance and richness as well. So the Family Reserve is what I have here, is a 2016 Yao Ming. Nice tall bottle and perfect as a family reserve to go with a nice family gathering like that beautiful turkey. So my choices, if you have the 17 Yao Ming Cabernet, I think it'd be a wonderful pairing with this. Or if you have the 2016 Family Reserve, also wonderful. That's my recommendation. So back to you.
Hannah,
What's the next one?
when I smelled my food, my turkey, and a 5-spice garlic flavor, sweet potato, and this beautifully roasted turkey, and this is a perfect wine you have selected for me. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Chef, one of our viewers has asked, how do you marinate a large turkey like that? What's your favorite way of doing that?
Okay, what I do is, I would just like a Julia Child, the iconic Julia Child used to do. What we do is, you put your glove, and then you mix soy sauce and some minced garlic and ginger, and then you rub it inside, underneath the skin. You put your hand underneath and rub it inside. So this way it will be a lot more moist, a lot more flavorful. And then outside, in order to get this beautiful golden brown, I use a tiny bit of light soy sauce, a tiny bit of oil, and tiny bit of hoisin sauce, but not too much. So rub it around so the flavor inside and outside will be beautiful. Not only that, underneath the skin also is flavorful. So I marinate it for about, in fact, if you want, you can marinate it overnight. I marinate for at least 2 to 4 hours, okay? Now, the next dish I'm gonna do is, now, today I already show you, so far the first course I've already shown you the roast turkey with Chinese stuffing and the 5-spice sweet potato with a garlic wasabi cream. Look at that, beautiful. Normally, as I said, I kind of find most of the sweet potato in some other restaurant or home cooks a little bit too sweet, and this is just perfect. So let me put it over here, and I'm going to put this over here. So, and we will move on to the second dish. Now the second dish is I actually use the also some of the most popular traditional ingredient. This is very healthy. The Chinese believe in health and medicine have the same origin, have the same root, okay? So what I do is I have used a lot of these ingredients are readily available in the supermarket. Wisconsin, best famous ginseng, world famous, okay? And this is the fresh one, and this is the dry one. The dry one looks like this. So what I do is, rather than use only the dry one, I also use the dry one and the fresh one. Because this one, when it's cooked, it is not good to eat. And it doesn't have the texture, loss of texture. But this, after it's cooked, it actually looks like a person, like the leg and the arm, okay? That's why this is one of the most prized Chinese herbs. And the forefathers of my clan, when they celebrate special occasion, always have ginseng and chicken. So what I do is I use the duck carcass. I use the duck carcass right here, okay? I use the duck carcass and the ginseng. And then mountain yam. This is mountain yam. You can buy it in Asian supermarket in Washington, D.C. and everywhere. And then this is the dry one. This is dry one. This is sanya. This is mountain yam. And then I also have red date. Red date. The red date, you remove the seed. When you open it up, there's a seed inside there like this. Look at that. There's a little seed. Okay? You see? There's a little seed like this. Okay? And then I remove the seed, and then we come up with this, okay? So, and then we have goji berry. Now, you go to the supermarket, even wholesale market, you can buy goji berry. Very, very good. And then we have also the ginkgo nuts too. So we got all the ingredients, the ginkgo nut, mushroom, red date, already pitted, okay? And then we'll put it over here in this wonderful container. Now this is heat proof. I put it right over water because we do slow cooking. In the old days, Lorraine's grandmother, this Lorraine's grandmother's double boil container. You see that? It looks like this, okay? This must have been about 150 to 150 years. So, yeah, at least 110 years. I'm exaggerating. That means this is empty. You can tell her grandmother actually, this is her work. And Lorraine actually keep this without changing anything. So I got to be very, very careful to put it back here for display. Okay. Maybe one day we put this particular double boil container in the Chinese American Museum. So we put all the ingredients. Look at this. This is duck carcass, weighs nothing, okay? And then this is a couple pieces of ginger, red date, mushroom, and then ginkgo nut, and then mountain yam, dry mountain yam. So we put them all together, and then of course, you never forget this, okay? Make sure this is the turkey carcass. From the turkey carcass, don't waste anything. So we're not wasting anything. You see this? Let me show you again. Turkey carcass, very, very flavorful, waste nothing. That's why this particular dish, also 2 pieces of rinsed dry ginseng. And this is it. And then you double boil it, put a tiny bit of extra red date, and a kind of goji berry, and then you double boil this. This is what you call slow cooking in a true sense. You know why? Because you're cooking it with the steam. The steam maintains 100 degrees centigrade. So you're not destroying anything, okay? Slow cooking. And I cover this up and let the steam power to cook this. And this is one of the most healthy way to cook. So try it at home. You can use chicken, you can use a lamb, you can use all kind of things. We're gonna let it cook. And then we'll put this back here and finish cooking. I'm gonna put it right over here and finish cooking right over here. Okay, we will let it steam. Look at that. We will turn it to medium high, let it steam. Let the steam cook it. Why I'm doing all of these, this is the dish number 3 already, right? And dish number 3, this is a soup, it's very healthy, it's a healthy tonic. And I like to find out from why I'm doing that. I'm going to show you before we are asked Anna to recommend the wine. I'm going to show you how to do another dish, which is unbelievable. Okay, look at this. Here you have wonderful baby greens. Okay, look at that, beautiful baby greens. And then I have part of the turkey. I have part of the turkey right here. Look at that. This is hand shredded. Part of the turkey. I hand shredded the turkey like this. Okay, but I don't want to waste the skin either, because the skin, all the fat is rendered already. All the fat is rendered. Okay, I have the turkey. I shredded, hand shredded turkey. So the whole turkey, if you cannot finish it, this is what we're doing. We use the turkey to make a menu, to prepare a complete menu. Okay, look at that, beautiful. Look at that. I hand shred it like this. Look at this. And then I will cut up. I don't want to waste the skin either. So the skin is here. The skin, I cut up the skin. This is all we really need anyway. I cut up the skin. I will, okay, set it aside. And I go like this. 1, 2, 3. See? Now, this is the skin. We mix them all up. This is really crispy, really nice, okay? And then we will toss in these seasoning. Look at this. We have soy sauce, okay? A tiny bit of soy sauce. And vinegar, fermented vinegar. Fermented for 15 years. And we'll show you the vinegar that I use. Normally, you use black vinegar or balsamic vinegar. This, in this container, have something that I brought it back from Chengdu, China, Sichuan, China. 15 years aged black aromatic vinegar. So we use that also in here. I also, depends on whether you like it or not, I use a tiny bit of sweet chili sauce. Sweet chili sauce. A tiny bit, just give the little kick, okay? Very, very good. And then I also use a tiny bit of sesame seed paste. Not the Middle Eastern sesame seed paste. This is very aromatic. I use just enough to give that creaminess and the nuttiness to it, okay? Because some people are allergic to sesame seed, to peanut. That's why I use sesame seed paste, okay? And rather than peanut butter, I mix it up. Now, I also use, I'm going to introduce you to something that you have never seen before. In China, very, very popular, the camellia pea seed oil. Why is it so popular? Because is very, very high smoking point. So when you do stir fry, this is perfect, okay? It's organic, it's cold pressed, extra virgin, okay? And also high in vitamin A and antioxidant, no cholesterol. So I use this and I put it right over here. Look at that. Ah, this is gonna be beautiful. Ah, look at that. Ah, emulsify. Put a tiny, tiny bit of honey. Tiny, tiny bit of, now this is wild honey. This is actually from Lorraine's backyard. Because you raise little bee and the honey bee. How much you harvest normally?
Usually about 3 cases. Each case is 12 bottles. So
wow.
About 3 or 4 cases.
Oh yeah. So, and every year we receive a gift from her. Now this is all together. Look at how beautiful. Okay. Now I'm going to get some extra touch, I have some Yao Family Wine chili pepper fig. Okay, look at this. And give that little kick, extra kick to it. And then I will remove these. Oh, beautiful. Remove these. And then I'll show you how amazing this to put together this salad, okay? Here, I have this beautiful dressing, okay? Oh, amazing. And then, beautiful. Oh, this is so, always have something different, something unique. You have never seen all the things that, no, when this is done, let me show you, okay? I'm going to put this, right here. I'm going to put this right here. I'm going to put this right here. And this is so beautiful. And I am telling you, look at how beautiful this is. Look at that. Now, if you don't have a turkey, you can use chicken breast, okay? No problem at all. And the next thing I want to show you is how to garnish this. Always use chopstick. Chopstick, I always tell people, walk softly and always carry a chopstick. Look at this. I put this, I sprinkle this all over. I sprinkle this all over. You know, I think our neighbor's dog is getting smell what I have done. And it smells so, and it gets so excited and out of control. Every time I cook, my neighbor's dog is always, I want to have some, I want to have some, okay? This is amazing. This is animal instinct. When they get hungry, they get hungry. Okay, in that case, now, look at how beautiful already. Yes.
I have a request, a question for you to repeat the ingredients in the dressing. Would you mind going through those once again, please?
Okay, I have honey, I have aged 15-year-old aged vinegar, or you can use balsamic vinegar. I have soy sauce. I have camellia tea oil. I have a sesame seed paste, and I also have a tiny bit of sesame seed oil. Okay.
Thank you.
And then this is persimmon. I don't know how many of you love persimmon. This is persimmon. Okay. We cut up the persimmon and I line it all up on this side. Persimmon, because persimmon is absolutely delicious, wonderful texture, okay? And this is beautiful persimmon, and I want to, and you to enjoy it, okay? Beautiful, beautiful, okay? Persimmon, and then everybody loves avocado, so we put a tiny bit of avocado right here. Look at that. And then I have raspberry. Okay. Beautiful. And then I have healthy stuff. We talk about healthy cooking, right? I use, look at that. What I have is California's favorite, pistachio nuts. Look at that, pistachio nut. Give the texture contrast. Give the texture contrast. This is going to be so beautiful. But final touch, I have some fried wonton strips, and I put this right on top of here. Look at that. Look how beautiful. And then the rest.
And someone asked, is the persimmon peeled first and then sliced?
Yes. Some people they don't even bother to peel it, but I normally peel it. Okay, very, very easy to peel. You use a little paring knife. Give me a paring knife over there. That will show you how easy it is to peel it. Look how beautiful this is. I hope you like it. I hope you are doing something like me. I just show you how to garnish it, okay? And how to plate it in such a way that it become a beautiful dish like that, okay? Now, you use a paring knife. This is persimmon. You use any paring knife. You put your hand here. You start from here. 1, 2, 3. The whole thing comes out like this, okay? And then you use your hand. You use it, you peel it like this. You see this? you peel it, you peel it, you peel it, you peel it like this, okay? You just peel, 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 peel. You just continue to do it until you got the whole ring comes out. Look at that, you see, just the skin, okay? Very, very simple, very, very simple, like this, okay? Very, very easy. You can do all of these ahead of time. And once this is done, you slice it up like this. Look at how beautiful, okay? So this is another dish that we have just shown you. And you know that there are two different types of persimmon. There are two different types of persimmon. One is the other one. We have the two different types of persimmon. One is the round one is a flat one. The flat one, you don't have to wait, okay? The round one, you have to wait until it's ready. Do we have any of the regular persimmon over there? Okay, now, after I have a salad, I'm gonna ask my good friend, Anna, what do you think would go well with this beautiful salad, with that sesame seed dressing, with the wonderful balsamic vinegar, with all these, talking about persimmon. There are two different types of persimmon. Look at this. This is the flat persimmon. You don't have to, when it's still firm, you can eat it, okay? This is another persimmon that you can see. They're both available widely all over. And this one, you have to wait until they're nice and soft, okay? Remember, this, you have to wait until they're nice and soft, okay? And then, Anna, can you recommend a wine for me for this wonderful, wonderful dessert? I mean, salad with sesame.
Is gorgeous, Chef. You're making me suffer all the way up here, so far away from your food. But yeah, I've been taking notes on those ingredients, and lovely. There's actually 2 different wines I would recommend as a suggested pairing. And just to provide a little bit of background on food pairing in general, in case anyone is wanting a little bit of a lesson in that, the main point is you want to put 2 great things together and make them greater. So the beauty of wine and the beauty of food together will hopefully bring out flavors that elevate the whole meal. And the way you do that, the philosophy behind that is that you want the flavors to either complement each other or contrast each other. And with all of these ingredients that you have, what I love about the things that you select, Chef, is that they're there to make a statement and pronounce. So here I am taking notes on everything you're putting in here, and they all have strong flavors. With the salad, with what you're bringing in, with the vinegar that adds the acidity, you have the chili, which brings a little bit of spice. You have the persimmon that brings a little bit of the exotic fruits and tropical fruits in there. So there's a lot going on. First one I thought of was our Napa Crest Sauvignon Blanc. I think it's one of the perfect pairings with this in light of the acidity offered by the vinegar, because the Sauvignon Blanc is a bright, crisp, acidic wine. We have notes of guava fruit in here. I get a little bit of a lychee on the nose, so it balances out that persimmon and your fruit flavors wonderfully. And the vinegar and the acid that's in the Sauvignon Blanc as well. The great thing about our Sauvignon Blanc is there's a little bit of Semillon in here, and I love what that offers this the mouthfeel on here. The Sauvignon Blanc has a little more structure than your 100% Sauvignon Blancs, and you get a little bit of it brings down the acidity a little bit, so that leaves room for the vinegar to lift up the whole pairing. So that, I think, is a wonderful option for your salad. The other one, as you were describing the ingredients, this is one of my favorites. It's our bubbles. It is our Yao Ming sparkling wine. And I've always enjoyed having a sparkling wine with anything that has a little bit of a kick to it. When I would have friends over, I would serve the wasabi peanuts with this sparkling wine. Great pairing together because the bubbles, it just brightens everything up. You have that crisp, fun texture on your mouth. And with your with all the greens in there and the beautiful colors and a little bit of chili, it's a nice contrast to what the sparkling wine offers. So yes, Sauvignon Blanc or our Yao Ming Sparkling. Those are my recommendations.
Look what I have here, Anna.
Oh,
Sauvignon Blanc.
fantastic.
Hey, it goes really well because I just try it. I try the salad with the dressing. This dressing is so mellow and so complex. It's amazing. It goes with all our fresh ingredients. And I also, with the raspberry, with the nuts, got texture, got freshness, healthy and wonderful. It goes really well with Sauvignon Blanc from the Yao family.
Awesome.
Amazing. Now, the next thing I want to show you is the soup is done. So we take it out. I will show you how amazing this is, okay? We'll put over here so everybody can see. Wow, look at this. Double boil. Ginseng with duck carcass, okay? And then I want to show you how you can serve these. We have a little ladle here. We have the beautiful soup with the red date. This is the turkey carcass ginseng soup. Look at that. Everything is already here. And the ginkgo nut, everything is all around here. Okay? And then what I want to show you is we put this. And then I use a Caesar. I use a Caesar to show you. We actually cut up a little of these, okay, a little bit of these, and I will cut it up and put it raw. This way you can actually eat the ginseng. And I want to pick the whole piece of ginseng right over here so you can take a look. This is our ginseng soup. And with the plate underneath, it will be beautiful. Get me one of these right here. And this is the ginseng soup. Anna, I challenge you to find a wine to match my wonderful duck carcass ginseng soup.
I
Okay?
got you covered. Here we go. Now, this is going to be a little surprising because you don't picture soup to go with something like a cab, but your soup is no ordinary soup. So yes, you got, again, a lot going on in this soup. You have, let's see, where did my notes go? Oh, the ginseng, the garlic, the mountain yam. What I love about it is that even though it is a lot of broth in there, there is a lot of flavor in there. So another element of food pairing is you want to kind of match the intensity. So if you have something really, really light, you don't want to match it with a really, really heavy wine, and vice versa. Weighted meal to go with a light wine. So your soup, even though it's got a broth in there, there's a lot of intense flavors in there. And so for that, I recommended the cab as opposed to what most people might picture a soup to go with, which might be a lighter wine. With our cab, 2017, very interesting vintage. Because of how unstable the growing season was, it created very interesting grapes and a challenge for a lot of winemakers. The prior years, 2012 through 2016, were all perfect growing seasons for Napa Valley. So people came for the Cabernet that they expect, the big fruit, wonderful flavors from all the bright sunshine and the steady temperatures. 17, I love 17 because it kind of offers something a little bit different. You know, you kind of get everything, you get used to the norm. 17 comes along and says, hey, I have variety for you. And because 17's climate was different, a little more spice, a little more earthy, a little more herbaceous. And it goes wonderfully with all you have going on in there with the garlic, with the ginseng, with the date. And the other element about 17 with ours is that it was grown in the grapes came from Oakville and a lot of volcanic soil. And what volcanic soil does for grapes, for wine, is that it doesn't retain a lot of water. And what does that mean? Well, without a lot of water, the grapes don't grow very big. So what does that mean? That means that a lot of flavor is packed into that little grape, so you have a lot of intensity. And so with that, I think the flavors in this Cabernet are going to hold up to all those wonderful flavors in the soup. So try that and see how you like it.
A wonderful thing. You know, I must be drinking too much, or I got too excited about the new Chinese American museum. I keep on saying duck carcass, actually turkey carcass. I am a turkey. I've been saying that turkey so long. In fact, in my dreams last night, I said turkey, turkey, turkey carcass. So remember, it's not duck carcass, it's turkey carcass. Drink to it. One more glass of wine, I will be totally conking out, but it's very pleasant conking out. I hope I remember we are talking about turkey, not duck, okay? Now, the next one I want to show you is amazing. We have the turkey. See, this is a whole turkey breast. I cut the turkey breast into big chunks like this, okay? Look at that. This knife, this is the knife that I have designed. This is the knife that you're getting. Amazing knife, okay? I will show you how amazing the knife is. This is the knife that you will get as a gift. Don't worry, okay? I cut this up, 1, 2, I'm gonna do stir fry. I do turkey stir fry. Remember, not duck stir fry, turkey stir fry. I put it right over here. Now, if you are not doing a whole turkey, that means you don't have to, this, by all means, get turkey breast, okay? Get a piece of turkey breast to do it. Fresh turkey breast is okay too, okay? Now, the next thing I want to show you is how I'm going to do the stir fry. Chinese restaurant do a lot of stir fry. You require high temperature in short time. That means if your oil smokes easily, now most of the oil like olive oil smoke very easily, so you do not use that for stir fry. But for stir fry, you use vegetable oil, and better yet, more healthy choice of oil, camellia tea seed oil, okay? I turn this on, I put a tiny bit of oil right over here. This is 480 degrees Fahrenheit, okay? It does not smoke. And then I will stir this, stir fry. And before I do that, I want to show you what I have, okay? I want to show you what I have. I have the turkey ready. I'm going to cut up some vegetable. And this is red and yellow pepper. I cut it at an angle. This is what we call diamond cut. Look how beautiful. I put it around. And then I also need some color contrast. So I use red bell pepper to show you how easy it is to remove the seed from the red pepper. You see that? You see? Done. And you cut it up and line them up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Diamond cut. Look how beautiful diamond cut is, This is what you call diamond cut. It looks much nicer. So let me show you what I have here. Look at this. I have mushroom. Okay. I have fresh lily bulb. I have red and yellow pepper. I have cloud ear, fresh cloud ear. You can buy dry cloud ear and you soak them, okay? And then we have turkey. Now these are the turkey stir fry, very simple. And then I'm gonna use a tiny bit of these camellia tea seed oil, and I turn it on, okay? And I use about 2 teaspoons of these. You see, the wok is very, very hot, but it's not smoking. That's how amazing this is, how wonderful this is. And then there are 2 ingredients that I want to make sure that everybody know. We use a tiny bit of hoisin sauce, and a tiny bit of sesame seed oil, and a tiny bit of vinegar, a tiny bit of soy sauce, okay, and a chili sauce to do the stir fry. Now this wok is very, very hot, yet not smoking. So we will show you a little bit of, let me show you. I'm gonna use some garlic, okay, healthy. This is how I mix. This is how easy it is to get the skin out. Let me show you another one. How easy to get the skin out. Look at this. One press, and then hold on to this. The whole thing comes out like that, okay? And this is, and then ginger. We want to have thin slice of ginger. and slice it up. Okay, and this is the shredded ginger, and I mince the ginger. Okay, I want to show you another way to mince the ginger. This is one to chop, finely chopped ginger. I want to show you how to mince ginger and garlic. This is ginger. This is a piece of garlic that you normally use for about this is how you mince the garlic. Look at that. This knife is so functional. One for all done. And this is all nice and done. We will cook. Okay, let me show you. Perfect. We put garlic and ginger, lots of garlic and ginger. This is what makes it in our forefather, they learned how to use garlic and ginger. In fact, garlic and ginger is used in many parts of Asia, in Indonesia and in Vietnam. Okay, use it as medicine. Okay, look at that. And then I put the turkey. Which is already cut up. The turkey breast right here. Okay. This is already cooked anyway. I'm just warming it up. I put a tiny bit of wine. Yeah, and a tiny bit of chili sauce. This is a bean sauce. This is the bean sauce, fermented bean sauce. Wow, beautiful. Fermented bean sauce, wine. Look at that. This is amazing. Smells good. And then a tiny bit of hoisin sauce to get that wonderful aroma. This is the hoisin sauce I'm talking about, H-O-I-S-I. When you eat Peking duck, this is what they give it to you. And then the rest of the stuff, I put it in. Put in things that takes a little bit longer to cook first, okay? Then you put the rest of it in. More wine. Okay, I love the wine. More wine. This is so beautiful. This is nice and hot. More wine. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Of course, if you can afford it, if you love the Yao Family Wine, use Sauvignon Blanc to do it, but you serve it for my dinner. This is drinking wine, not a cooking wine. I don't want to use it for cooking. Amazing. When this is almost ready, we put the colorful vegetable right in here. Look at that. And then I use reduced sodium soy sauce. Reduced sodium soy sauce. Okay? And of course, never forget to give the little kick, the Yao Family chili pepper freak. This is beautiful. And a tiny bit of sesame seed oil. And then a tiny bit of raw. Beautiful. Look how beautiful this is. Look at that. This is so amazing.
Chef Yan, someone has asked, is there a particular type of sesame oil that you prefer?
There are different types of sesame seed oil in the market. The sesame seed oil you buy in the Middle Eastern store, they are not pressed and extract from roasted sesame seed. They extract from raw sesame seed, so it doesn't have the same aroma. When you buy sesame, you have to get pure sesame seed oil, not blended sesame seed oil. Okay, very important. Okay, and then I put a tiny pot of, make sure it's pure, and then I put a tiny bit more of broth and oil, a tiny bit of broth right here to make the sauce. Okay, now look at this. Can you see the liquid? Can you see the liquid here? Okay, I will show you how to thicken it. And this is how you thicken it. When you bring to a boil, when this bring to a boil, you put this very slowly. Move, move. That's it. Very nice. And then I need tea leaves. Tea leaves.
Chef
Tea
Yan,
leaves.
Chef
Yes.
Yan had a question. What was the other oil besides sesame oil?
The oil I use is sesame seed oil and the camellia oil for stir fry. The sesame seed oil always use only as a flavor. You do not add it in the early beginning. It's not a cooking oil, it's a flavoring oil, okay? You use only sparingly. You only use about half a teaspoon or so. And this is it, okay? And then if you want to make more flavor, and then a more liquid, and more sauce, and more wine, and then all you have to do is put a tiny bit more of these, and put a tiny bit more liquid. Kind of extra broth, and that will show you how amazing you can do it, okay? Now look at this. Look at how beautiful. Ah, this is amazing. Look at that. This is amazing. And then when this is done, we will put this right over here. Okay. I put this right over here. Look at that. This is the turkey stir fry. I call it the rainbow turkey stir fry because it's colorful. Really beautiful. A lot of traditional ingredient. It's not a regular. A lot of time you go to Chinese restaurant, they do not give you all this wonderful ingredient because it is amazing. And then of course, I would use a tiny bit of cilantro and garnish a little bit. Okay, look at this. This is the garnish, simple garnish. This is the stir fry turkey. Rainbow turkey stir fry. And once again, I'm going to challenge Anna to come up with a wine that match my turkey rainbow stir fry.
You took me on a little trip here, Chef Yan, and this one was fun because when you started with your stir fry with the vegetables, the bell pepper, the mushroom, and the turkey, it was like, oh, starting to look like a Sauvignon Blanc. But then as you got a little more involved with your sauces, adding the hoisin sauce and then ginger, and that started to match up with the herbaceous flavors of our 17 cab. And then when you're going all the way up to the black bean sauce and you're building up this rich texture, this simple little stir fry started to become more and more elevated, more and more elegant. So for that, I would recommend the Family Reserve. Oops, excuse me, Family Reserve for that one. You have a lot of intense flavors in this bottle. It's a 2016. Which means you have some of that Napa Valley fruit that we were famous for. That was an excellent growing season. So you're gonna have a lot of fruit. The deep purple hues of that is very focused. Plum and blackberry, wonderful toast and spice offered from the oak. This is a 97% Cabernet oaked for about 24 months and 100% new French oak. So that is going to have some really intense flavors that will hold up very well to those flavors you've introduced in that stir fry. So give that one a try.
I am so glad.
I just asked if you could just repeat the ingredients for the stir fry one more time.
Okay, I have turkey. You can use raw turkey or roasted turkey cut into bite-sized chunks. I have red and yellow bell pepper, cloud ear, and lily bulb, and also mushroom. You can use butter mushroom, you can use any mushroom, okay? It's not a problem. And let us show them, we are living, I'm so glad that Anna, you choose another one of my favorite Yao Family Wine. And it goes really well because you got the flavor, got the wonderful. Sometimes I also add a tiny bit of 5-spice powder into the stir fry to keep that aroma, okay? So the choice is yours. And then I'm gonna show you how to do our sweet ending, the sweet melon with tapioca pearl. Now, have you ever seen any pearl like this? This is tapioca pearl from the plant, tapioca plant. A lot of the thickening agent is used, in Chinese restaurant, they use tapioca pearl to do all of these thickening, okay? And I want to show you, this is the pearl. You soak them in water, you bring it to a boil, a slow boil until they're nice and translucent. And then you chop up these wonderful melon, okay? Chop up this honeydew melon, California. We're so lucky to live in California. Honeydew melon and cantaloupe, and give you two color. I chop them all up, I boil them, and I put this into this, okay? Let me see. Look at, this is the dice, and this is the dice honeydew cantaloupe. I want to show you how easy it is to do this, okay? All you have to do is, okay, I cut this up, and I cut this up like this, okay? I cut this up, and then I slice this. I'm going to dice it. I go like this, parallel cut. This is how wonderful. Look how thin the slices. How thin slices. Parallel cut, and parallel cut, and parallel cut, and parallel cut. Okay, okay, and parallel cut. And this is how functional. I'm showing you how to use my knife, parallel cut, because all of you, some of you will get a chance to get a special gift set, and then now, just in case you're worried about your finger, don't worry. I have a special finger guard. Look at that. When I cut, I put my finger right inside this hole. Look at this. And then I protect myself. Finger guard, just in case, okay? Now, and I dice these. I dice, look at this. Or you can just go like this. You don't have to lift it up. You just go like this. Okay? This is how you hold onto a knife. Hold onto a knife like this. Index finger, your thumb, 3 finger. This is specially designed because it's got a curvature. 3, triple rivet. So very, very sharp, very, very easy to use and handle. When this all cut up, I put this dice honeydew melon right here over the cooked tapioca, okay, which is sweetened with the rock sugar, okay, with the rock sugar. The rock sugar is right here. The rock sugar. You can use white sugar or brown sugar, but don't use brown sugar, use white sugar. This is rock sugar, okay? And then I will show you how to put the dish together. Here, I have this. I have little yin and yang. This is foil, and I will put these. Now, this is how you do it, okay? I put this simultaneously. Look at that. Yin and yang. Look at this. How cute. Okay, and then I put some melon ball on each side, melon ball on each side, okay, beautiful. And then also, I will remove these. Look how beautiful this is, okay? And then I put a tiny bit of, sprinkle a tiny bit of 5 spice powder, okay? I sprinkle this to give that wonderful flavor, okay? Oh, this is beautiful. And then I use a tiny bit of, if you want, you can use a tiny bit of coconut milk, okay? I have coconut milk over there, right there, yeah. And then I will have these yin and yang, okay? And I have this beautiful coconut milk, and I will give you the coconut milk. The coconut milk with the thing that, look at that, I put right here. Ah, Beautiful. This is it, huh? This is so amazing. And I want to show you, this is the dessert. Look at how beautiful, yin and yang. And then of course, if you live in California or live anywhere, you can serve along with this beautiful, wonderful berries. Blackberry, strawberry, raspberry, whatever berry, this is beautiful, okay? And then of course, this is gonna be so beautiful. Okay, look at this. This is our menu for you. And then I will again challenge Anna to come up with something for my sweet melon with tapioca pearl.
I think I'm going to be abandoning this post and getting my car. I can be down there in about 45 minutes. Are you still going to be there? Can I come and?
I just want to point out that it's dinner time on the East Coast.
Oh boy, I skipped lunch. What a fool I was.
We have a complete menu for everybody to enjoy. So this is a wonderful menu. That's the reason why I want to share with you. And this is the first time that I actually present a holiday menu like this. I normally cook it only for my family. And this is the first time goes public, you know, and because we're so excited about the Chinese American Museum in Washington, D.C. As soon as I can travel, that's my first stop. So today, look at that. We have wonderful turkey, roasted turkey with Chinese stuffing. All this exotic thing that our forefather from China using a lot of these ingredients. And then we have the sweet potato go along with our turkey, okay? And then we have the ginseng, the tonic, the healthy tonic soup with turkey, cactus, and ginseng. And then we have the beautiful salad with the sesame seed paste dressing. And then, of course, we have this wonderful turkey stir fry, rainbow turkey stir fry, and then the wonderful melon. And then, now, the challenge is, Anna, what kind of wine you're going to serve with my sweet melon with tapioca pearl?
Oh, that one's an easy one, though I had started thinking a different wine, but actually it might work for both. The easy choice is the sparkling, the bubbles. You have all of those bright colors, the lively fruits in there. It's, it matches on everything. You have the brightness, the acidity, the citrus, all of that just would go wonderfully with a glass of bubbles. It's beautiful. It matches well together visually as well as the weight on your palate. So definitely sparkling. Something that I think I might even venture to try is our home port. So this is our little bottle here. It is our California style dessert wine. And what I love about it is it's made in the port style, which normally is very heavy and syrupy. So a normal port would completely overwhelm something as bright and light and fruity as your dessert. But our port is much lighter. It has it's not a heavy feel on your palate. So I would actually give this a try as well, because it's a 35% Cabernet, 35% Zinfandel, and the balance is Syrah. Dances on your palate, it doesn't linger for a long time. It might work, but definitely the sparkling. So any excuse I have to open a sparkling wine, I usually would. So I would recommend either one of those.
Well, I am quite sure you'll never disappoint me with your selection and pairing food and wine. And unfortunately, I think we finished drinking what you have recommended. And then there's a couple of wine that I have in full bottles in front of me. And once again, I am so honored and so privileged to partner with the Chinese American Museum in Washington, D.C. and Yao Family Wine and my good friend Anna. And I want to thank Laurie and Stephanie and Sue to help me out today to present with you a wonderful contemporary Chinese and Asian holiday menu. It's not traditional. You cannot find this in any Chinese restaurant. But the flavor and the technique that I use, I'm telling you, it is very, very Chinese. Now, people always said, now, some of the guests, in fact, most of the guests participate in this will probably get a chance to get a copy of this Martin Yan's China. And then this knife. Let me show you about this knife. They always say a sharp knife is a safe knife. Now, this is the knife that we use. And I want to show you how sharp this is. One cut, look at how sharp this is. One cut, look at how sharp. Okay? Then I want to show you, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a one cut. I want to show you. When you have a knife this sharp, you're lucky because I spent 2 years designing this knife. Look at how sharp this is. Look at that. If you can cut paper towel like this, you got a good knife. A sharp knife is a safe knife. You ask any chef, because Lorraine went to a culinary school. The first week, the first month, knife skill, okay? Without learning how to use the knife, you can never enjoy cooking in the kitchen. So the happy kitchen, a wonderful kitchen is having the right tool for the right job. And I'm so glad that some of you had an opportunity to get a copy of my book and the Chef Yan's signature master chef knife. And then have a couple of the choice bottle of the Yao Family Wine. And then go along with this wonderful, wonderful holiday menu. And I'm so happy, so honored, and so privileged to share my passion of food and travel with you, because I have been on PBS since 1982. We've been around on public television for 40 years, and I hope you continue to enjoy the Yan Can Cook Show. And here it is from my kitchen to yours.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Chef Yan, and thank you to Anna. I think we've learned a lot, and now, like I mentioned, on the East Coast, it's dinner time. But if you're interested in learning more about, let me just see if I could share this here. If you're interested in learning more about the museum or Yan Can Cook or Yao Family Wines, you should be seeing this now. You can go to our respective websites, and anybody that's registered for this event will receive an email with these links and some of the recipes and ingredients lists. So we thank you so much for everybody joining, and we look forward to doing events like this in the future.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Stay safe.
Happy holiday. Be healthy, be safe, and we will have a wonderful holiday together.
Thank you so much.
See you next time. Bye.
See you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. We see you in the Chinese American Museum in Washington, D.C. That's what is my next destination.
I like these plugs. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye. Be safe. Put on your mask.
Bye. Cheers. Enjoy.
Enjoy. Cheers. Ganbei.
Ganbei.